everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a Q&A. There's Hershey. You're going to see him popping in and out because I'm cuddling with Hershey and Howie right now. You can barely see him because he's so black. But today I'm finally filming a Q&A. It's been probably about a month since I actually asked you guys questions on Instagram, and so I'm finally getting around to filming it. Life has been so busy lately, but I'm gonna get all into that in another video. So yeah, I'm just gonna get started. I am gonna try to answer as many questions as possible. I got almost 100, but I'm gonna be splitting this video up into a few different parts so that we can get as much as possible. He just wants to go around and play. But alright, let's get started. So I did get a couple questions from YouTube, and I'll be answering those ones first. So the first one is, how did you start out showing? And I honestly don't really remember like what made me think to start showing or why I became interested in it. I just thought it was a really fun hobby, and I knew about 4-H, and I've always wanted to like live out in the country and own horses and everything, so I just thought it would be a fun little hobby to try out. So I had my first show was like December 2nd, I believe, of like 4 years ago now, probably. And then, do I have any goals for 2018? I actually did not make any goals this year besides just improving my herd and then trying to go to as many shows as possible, although I have decided to kind of limit my shows a little bit just because they were interfering with a lot of family stuff, and I just most likely will not be going to too many shows this year, but I will try to be making as many as I can. But yeah, pretty much no goals for this year, just improving my herd, getting my line consistent, and yeah, pretty much just enjoying. I do want to downsize my rabbits a little bit just so that I can enjoy them as much as possible, rather than feeling like they're just a big chore and a big task, because I definitely want to enjoy my rabbits more than just have a lot just because. And then now we're on to the Instagram questions. What's my favorite part of breeding and raising rabbits? One of my favorite parts recently has been, ooh, oh, you're being so crazy right now, aren't you? Has been the unknown colors that I've been getting recently in litters, such as chocolate, not unknown colors, but like unusual, uncommon colors that I wasn't expecting, such as chocolate chinchilla, like Hershey here. That has been really fun, just like not knowing what colors you're going to get when you pair two rabbits together. And then mostly just the little babies. I don't have any tiny little babies right now to show you, but I love the babies. They're super fun. And then just my adults too. I have a lot of rabbits that love to cuddle and snuggle, and I just love that aspect of it. Just having animals that you can, they're like such a great stress reliever. I think that's my favorite part. Why did I choose Holland Lops? This is why. If his ears were down. I've answered this question a lot, but look at him. This face. I just love Holland Lops because of that. And Hershey is very crazy. He just wants to get down and play. What fault am I working on breeding out the most in my current juniors? So my current juniors, that would be like any rabbits under 6 months. My rabbit's loin is pretty, it's thinner than it should be, so that's just one of the things that I'm hoping to breed out, is to increase the width of the loin. What is the average weight of a healthy Holland Lop? I have all my questions written on here. The average weight of a healthy Holland Lop is 3 to 4 pounds of an adult. And some can be over 4 pounds. It depends on if they have the dwarf gene or not. How can you tell if a rabbit is fat versus fluffy? This was a really interesting question I got. And pretty much just knowing what the ideal weight is for your breed and knowing how heavy your rabbit is a good indicator of whether or not they're fat or just fluffy. Definitely Holland Lops can get pretty fluffy. They can grow a lot of thick fur. I'm going to just let him play. So I would say really just weigh your rabbits, keep track of how much they weigh. If you really think one is fat, put them on a diet. But yeah, that's pretty much all I can say about that. How many rabbits do you keep in each litter? It really depends. Sometimes I'll keep none, sometimes I'll keep all of them. So it really depends on the quality of the litter. So far I've been keeping about 1 baby from each litter, give or take. Especially if it's a new breeding that I'm doing, or if pretty much, you know, I've just been keeping about 1, typically. This is a fun question. How do you decide names for your bunnies? I keep a list of names that I really like, and then just put them with bunnies. Sometimes I'll do themed litters. I actually haven't done a themed litter in a long time, but with Hershey, I obviously named him because he was a chocolate-based color, so I just thought that would be a cute name. Howie's name doesn't really have anything to do with his color or temperament or anything. I just thought it was a really cute name. He was super cute, so why not? Cinderella and Aurora in Hershey's litter were named because their dad's name was Prince Charming, and I sold him, and so I wanted to name the girls princess names because I thought that would be really cute. And then how often do you clean out your cages? Once a week. Which bunny is your biggest hope for breeding right now? Shiloh. He is looking really, really nice. I'm going to list my Rabbitry down below because you can definitely see pictures of him there. I'm not going to pull him out right now. They just got breakfast, but yeah, he's looking really, really nice, and I'm excited. I don't think he's quite 6 months yet, but I'm already deciding on does to pair him with once he is. How do you pick rabbit pairs to breed? This is a really good question, and basically when it comes down to trying to perfect the Holland Lop and bringing the rabbit to look like the standard of perfection, it really comes down to putting good traits with good traits and trying to cancel out bad traits, basically by pairing rabbits together that are strong in similar areas, or if one rabbit is weak in a certain area, to pair it with a rabbit that is strong in that area, so that you don't get just more rabbits that are weak in the same exact areas, if you know what I mean. How do you pick rabbit pair? Okay, yeah. What do you feed your rabbits? I feed them Purina Show, which is the blue bag, and Timothy hay. Lately I've been feeding them more black oil sunflower seeds just because it's winter. Usually I don't feed those in the summer, but it's a great treat for the winter because it has a lot of calories and it can help them stay warm if it gets really cold. Do you feed veggies? I haven't in a while, but I should start feeding them again. The bunnies love vegetables. It's just that they're more expensive during the winter, and usually I would just grow my own, but this year pretty much everything died because it was so hot this summer, and then it got so cold. So definitely this spring I want to start getting them more veggies on a regular basis for sure. When do you decide your juniors are ready for showing? So for Holland Lops, they have to be at least 2 pounds to show, and then for mine specifically, I usually won't show them under 12 weeks just because if they are 2 pounds, when they're under 12 weeks, then typically they're not going to show very well because they might be a false dwarf. But if they are younger than 12 weeks, I typically just don't show them, even if they're really nice, just because they're still so young. They were pretty much just weaned, and they need that extra time to build immunity to certain viruses and just stay healthy, because when you introduce so much stress to a rabbit that young, there could be a lot of repercussions. Do you neuter spay your rabbits? No, I don't, because for breeding that would be counterproductive. Do your rabbits get shots? No, so there are no shots that rabbits need to get in the U.S. currently. Precautions when breeding a first-time doe. There are a lot of precautions. Number one, you want to make sure that she's about 6 months old, definitely no older than 1 year, and no younger than 6 months for sure. And then typically that's when they'll have the best first litter. Besides that, there's not really anything you can do to prevent anything bad that might happen, besides just making sure that the stress level is low, that you're gonna be there if problems do arise, just so that you can make sure to handle problems as they come up. If you have a rabbit first aid kit, what do you keep in it?